Right there. Hey, what's up? Well, welcome to day 7 of your 10 days of free lessons with me, Jim Femino. How are you? Doing good today? Down here in Nashville, it is cloudy and windy and rainy, and we're at Club Fizz, my little rolling recording studio, the camper. Uh, Trying to get these knocked out for you so that we can move you along for turning your dreams into a reality, songwriting wise. Anyway. All right, anyway. So, pulled a question out of the mentoring group, as I told you I would do yesterday. Hello, Bruce. Oh, Bruce Wayne wanting to come up here. Y'all know Bruce? Well, we'll leave him down there for now because he's going to make me crazy. All right, anyway. The question was, what does it mean when, and I'm sure you've heard this, you might have heard this from somebody, as a songwriter, someone will come up to you and go, so who's handling your admin? And that was the question, what does that mean? What do you mean handling my admin? Well, okay, so admin is the paperwork side of when you write a song and you're signed to a publisher or you turn a song in and a publisher, offers you a deal on that song or something. There's a whole lot of paperwork that goes along with that, between the copywriting and the writers and the other publishers on the song. It's all the paperwork that goes along with the business side of songwriting. So I thought that was an interesting way to get into the topic that I wanted to talk about today. Admin, that's such a weird word, it just doesn't sound like a creative word at all. Who's handling your admin? Hell, I don't know. More than likely your publisher. But anyway, so what I want to talk about today was, everybody seems to want to get a publishing deal. And I don't think that they particularly know what a publishing deal entails, other than the fact that they figure they're going to be able to write songs and give them to the publisher, and the publisher is just going to run out the door and go try to get these songs cut. And that's not exactly how it works. Yes, that's part of it. I mean, if you're signed to a songwriting deal, they expect you to turn in 12 completed, wholly written songs. By the way, I might add, usually 12 is the number, 12 a year, one a month. But that's if you write it by yourself. So if you co-write everything, then you need, with 2 writers, then you and another writer, you need 24 songs to get your quota up there, or they can drop you at the end of the year. Now, the thing about understanding what a publishing deal is it's a job. They are literally hiring you to write songs for them, in hopes that they can go out and get these songs cut, and then if they do get a cut, they'll split the money the song makes with you 50-50. If $1 is made, you get 50 cents and they get 50 cents. You get 50 cents for writing it, they get 50 cents for shopping it and getting the cut and making the cut happen. It's a partnership, not of sorts. I was going to say of sorts, but it's a legitimate partnership. But the funny thing is, you have to realize you work for them. And, the funny thing, it's a job. And when you have a job, what's the one thing that's always hanging over your head? You can get fired at any time. I mean, you can be knocking along and everything, you think you're killing it, and one day all of a sudden you get a little, notice in your mailbox there that, hey, it's been great, love your stuff, have a nice life, see you later. Don't let the door hit you in the ass. And 9 times out of 10, you don't see it coming, and it's not a fun position to be in, because then you got to go find another publishing deal if that's what you're used to, and that's how you're making your money. Which brings me, and that's okay, provided you just want to be a songwriter and do it as a job. But the funny thing is, how I told you there's 50 cents goes to the writer and 50 cents goes to the publisher? Okay, well, down the road, when it comes to when you split up, they still own 50% of the song. You still own 50% of the song. You'll always get your 50 cents on a dollar, and they'll always get their 50 cents on a dollar. Plus, they own the copyright. Now, here's the thing. This is the other thing I wanted to bring up. I talk a lot about starting your own publishing company. And everybody says, well, why the hell do I want my own publishing company? I want to be a songwriter. I don't want to be a publisher. Yeah, but that's not the point. I don't mean to open up a publishing company to legitimately go up and down Music Row or LA or to the movie houses or wherever every day trying to get your songs cut. I'm talking about the financial side of why you want to set up a publishing company. All right, so let's say you set up Your Name Music, Great Writer Music, either through ASCAP or BMI or CSAC. You'll have two memberships with them. If you do set up your own publishing company, you have the writer membership, Jim Femino at CSAC, writer, and then say Jim Femino Songs, CSAC, publishing. The reason I do that is because if I want to do a deal of some sort with a publisher, say a publisher does want to offer me a writing deal, which obviously I'm really not interested in at this point, but if they did, I would say, how about a co-pub deal? And what I mean by that is, instead of me giving you 50 cents of every dollar that my song might make, how about you take half of the available pub, which is 50%, and I keep the other half of the available pub. We're not even talking about the writer's side. The 50% writer's side stays with me, all right, as the sole writer. But the publishing side is split up 25% between me and 25% between another publisher if I was to do that sort of a deal. Why would I do that? Because then, if the song does become a hit, I would see 75 cents of every dollar, and the other publisher, would see 25 cents. Obviously, that's going to give me 25 cents more than my 50% share as just the writer, right? Right. So the funny thing is, I kind of have always looked at it, and a lot of writer friends of mine look at it as having your own pub is like building your retirement fund. It's that 25%, 25 cents on the dollar that goes into this account over here that's making, income that you don't even kind of pay attention to. It's just kind of over there. But then the real killer about publishing, where the real money is made in publishing, the reason you see those huge, Sony ATV, Universal, Warner Chappell and all those guys, where the big money is made is when, say they want to sell one of their catalogs. Say they want to sell a Jim Femino catalog, right? All the parts of the songs that I wrote that they own. Well, the way they evaluate what a catalog is, but now actually this has changed just recently because of all the streaming situations and everything. But basically, the way it's always been done is they would look at what the songs in the catalog made over the last, say, 3 years, add all those numbers up, and then they would divide it by 3. And say, all right, so say your catalog was making $100, all right, just for the sake of a simple number. For 3 years, $100 a year for the last 3 years, so there's $300. All right, so what they do is they divide it by 3, which is $100. All right, so the catalog is worth $100. Yeah, that's right. Okay, then they multiply that by what they call a multiple, oddly enough. And it used to be, and sometimes depending upon how big the deals are, a multiple anywhere from 3 times that amount to 12, 14 times that amount. So think about that for a second. I had used a $100 figure as an example, but can you imagine if you've got, say, $1 million catalog? Say your catalog is averaging $1 million a year on however many songs or whatever, and you go to sell it to Sony ATV or somebody like that, they want to buy it from you. They're going to offer you, so we'll pick a midpoint. We'll say 6 times, say a multiple of 6, right? So if you got $1 million catalog times 6, they're going to offer you $6 million just for the publishing part, not included the writer's part. The songs, those are still yours, but just for the writing, just for the publisher part, whatever that is, they're going to offer you a 6 times multiple or $6 million if your catalog's, making $1 million a year. Not bad. That's how they get those big ass buildings and stuff down there on Music Row. So that's why you want to set up your own pub company, because you, whenever you can, you want to keep a piece of the publishing, because somewhere down the line you may want to sell your catalog, which I know some writers and publishers who literally every 18 months or every 2 years, whenever they have 1 or 2 hits in there or 1 or 2 cuts and it's making money, they will immediately sell the catalog and start a new company. Great Writer Songs 2, ASCAP or CSAC or BMI, whatever. So anyway, how do you set up your own? I'm trying to keep this short, and I know it just keeps on going here. How do you set up a pub company? Well, it's really easy. If you're already an affiliated writer with either CSAC, ASCAP, or BMI, you call up your writer rep and you say, yeah, I want to set up a publishing company. And they will give you the forms you need. I think they're probably all online now. And you just pick a name. They make sure the name isn't used, And I find pretty much if you use your own name, Great Writer Music, chances are somebody else doesn't have that yet. Funny story, Diane Warren, the big pop writer, she was shocked when she wanted to name her publishing company Real Songs. And she registered the name thinking there's no way in hell that's going to be available. Surely somebody already took it, and she got it, Real Songs. So anyway, but they'll set it up, and it doesn't cost anything, I don't believe. I mean, but then you've got a publishing company set up, so whenever you turn in one of your songs as a writer to one of your PROs, you also, not only do you put in the writer's side, but you are able to include your publishing info there also, which is a wonderful thing, because you're building your little nest egg, your retirement fund. And here's my grandson again texting me from school. What is up with that? Like grandfather, like son. Anyway. All right. On that note, if you have any questions, I know it's kind of a convoluted topic. This really can't do a short video on understanding publishing, but that's why there's the Songwriter Mentoring Group. That's what we do in there, at SongStarters. But I thought this would give you a little bit of an idea about why you might want to set up your own publishing situation. All right. On that note, I think that's enough for today. Please, if you're getting value out of this, if you're learning something and you're enjoying it, or you just like my face, please comment below, like, share, but tell me what you think. Let me know whether you're liking it or not, or what the parts you like, the parts you don't like, so that I can whittle these down and make them that much better for you. And like me on Facebook, share, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. And again, these are free videos. Please share with your songwriter friends, because my goal is to help you make your songwriting dreams a reality and have them all come true. And any way I can help, that's why I'm here. So anyway, Jim Femino, that's enough for this one. This is, I think, 7. So I will see you for free lesson number 8 tomorrow. Don't forget to check out SongStarters. All right, have a great day. And tonight, write yourself a big starter. See ya. All right, Bruce is now up. See ya.